This may take a minute. Yeah. Hi, so this is all a new experiment. I'm live here on the StreamYard software with Keith Bergeson, who is the environmental health specialist at Dunn County Health Department, and Veronika Zazovsky from the Menomonie Farmers Market. We're going to be talking a little about why the farmers market is different this year and why you can't get your egg rolls, which I keep seeing on social media. People are really jonesing for those egg rolls. So I'm going to ask you both. Tell me about the changes in the farmers market this year.
Hello, I'm Veronika, the farmers market manager, and we had tremendous number of changes this year due to COVID-19 pandemic. The situation started in middle of March, and we had the whole month of April to plan the farmers market, the layout, number of vendors that are going to be approved. Farmers markets were always exempt from any stay-at-home order due to farmers market being essential. We are essential in providing foods to the local area residents. We are a very unique connection connecting farmers and consumers. With that, we had numerous planning measurements, numerous meetings, emails exchanged, and we only allow cold food vendors at the moment. Cold foods could be processed or raw. Raw foods, any vegetables, herbs, food or plants that are producing vegetables or berries, any processed foods or packaged foods, jams, jellies, we have hummus. All of those are cold foods that are prepared in a commercial kitchen. We do not allow any hot foods at the moment. There is no foods that could be consumed immediately at the farmers market, and we do not allow any eating at the market to happen. We encourage all customers to not open the foods that they have purchased at the market until they're off-site.
Okay, Keith, do you have any input on why that is?
Well, I guess what we're looking at now is we're trying to slowly reopen businesses and stick to not mass gathering, meaning 10 or fewer people. In this scenario, we're looking at probably more people on site. We're going to try to social distance. With that being said, what she said is we don't want people eating or sticking things in their mouth because that's the route of ingestion. So if we can avoid that now and have people pick up their food, again, not touch their face or do anything, hopefully wear a mask to protect everybody else, and they get in their cars and then go away. We keep them away from possible route of exposure due to the greater than 10 people or the mass, more of a mass gathering scenario. So at this time, that's kind of the decision we made to keep people from eating on site after going through a line where multiple people had been.
Okay, so are these restrictions likely to continue through the whole season, or is this a temporary thing, or don't you know?
I do hope this is a temporary. I am a local farmer. I'm a big supporter of local foods. I'm a foodie. I love food personally, and I struggle right now myself. Don't take me wrong, but we did step up to make those rules for the safety of everyone's, both vendors and customers. Once the situation with the pandemic is over, we want everything to be back as it was in 2019. We had amazing turnout. We have delicious foods. We have people standing in lines, willing to stand in this line for egg rolls and sandwiches and local meats. However, right now, it was a hard decision, but it was the right decision to be made. And we don't have an answer when this is going to over. This is really not up to us to know when a national pandemic is going to be done.
Yeah, and like she was saying, with the greater number than 10 people, she's really the only one on site to police it. So it's very difficult to keep the rules in place. People want to get outside and want to go purchase fresh vegetables. So I suspect that there's going to be a greater number than usual people lining up. And what we're really looking at is now with the reopening of Wisconsin and the Memorial Day weekend, we can suspect quite a few people traveling into the state for tourism from hotspots, the Twin Cities, Chicago, Milwaukee area. What we want to do within the next 2 weeks is reassess to see if that makes a difference in the number of cases increasing. And then after that 7 to 14 day incubation period, we'll know where we're at. So we're, again, as the cliche goes, we're watching the data to see where we go. If there's a sharp increase in cases, we'll try to rein things back. If we're steady or going down, we can reassess the situation and try to come up with opportunities for those businesses to reopen.
I saw a bunch of kind of disturbing photos this morning of traffic heading north on the interstate. It doesn't bode well for, those folks up there have been relatively immune, and I can see that may well change in the next week.
Sure. Even the traffic along the corridors, people are stopping. They're coming from Chicago or wherever. They're stopping multiple times, eating, and hopefully everybody can stay safe. We'll hope, again, within that 7 to 14 days, or you usually can tell after Memorial Day what's happening with that whole situation, the reopening, coupled with Memorial Day and people traveling. So, and then probably reassess things like we've been telling a lot of businesses, probably mid-June. Take a look at the data, see where we're at, and then make decisions based on what we know.
People really love their trips up north. I mean, I know I always have, but right at the moment I'm staying put for a number of reasons. So either we have anything else to say about the farmers market?
We do invite people to shop at the farmers market and support their local farmers more than ever right now. We all are struggling. Local area farmers are struggling as well. This is the way they provide for their family. There's a lot of benefits in eating local foods as far as vitamins. And we all need a good number of vitamins right now to have our immune systems up. So I do want to ensure our visitors, our market patrons, that we do everything possible to provide a safe experience. We are wearing masks as vendors. We're spaced out. We allow enough distance for proper social distancing between customers. We do have open bathrooms with soap and running water if they want to wash hands. As a market manager, I do have extra masks at my booth for anybody who wants to wear a mask. While at the farmers market, those are free of charge. And we really are thankful for people that do support the local farmers during this pandemic.
So if people want to know more about the farmers market and what's going on, where can they look?
The most current information is always posted on our social media pages. We have Instagram and Facebook accounts. Both could be found if you search Menomonie Farmers Market. There is also Menomonie Farmers Market website found at Menomonie, FAM.org. If anybody has a personal question or a concern, we always welcome that. There's a form on the website to contact us. There's also a messenger on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, that's great. I'm on the board at Menomonie Market Food Co-op, and I've been pretty involved in the Farmers Union over the years. So this is all really near and dear to my heart, and I certainly understand that particularly small farmers are really having a hard time right now. So going out and supporting them is a really good thing. So I have one other question for Keith while we're still here, and that's about the county fair. I know yesterday the county announced that they're going to be only doing youth activities this year. And the impression I got was that that's all going to be online youth activities. So I think, the whole notion of online 4-H is kind of interesting to me. Do you know anything more about that?
I spoke briefly with their health officer, KT Gallagher. She briefed me, said that there would be 4-H activities. Sounds like you've probably been filled in a little more than me. The rest of the fair is not going to happen. And when I know more, we'll let you guys know more. But I will say, from the health department standpoint, we encourage people to get out in open spaces, do safe things, practice social distancing. We're always here in an advisory role for private businesses that want to reopen and do it in a safe manner. So always give us a call, and we'll lean on each other to get through this.
Okay, great. Unless either of you has anything else to add, I think we'll close up here and make this a short broadcast.
Thank you so much for doing that, Steve.
Thanks.
Well, thank you both for taking out the time to join me. I know everybody's busy right now, so thank you.
Thank you.